What is up, guys? Do you even retropie Raspberry Pi 4, bro? How is everyone doing? I did finish the 256 gigabyte RetroPie image for the Raspberry Pi 4. This is my video going over for it. I'm going to talk for just the first half, and then I have some gameplay footage I'm going to show everybody. First initial reactions with the Pi 4. It emulates Dreamcast amazingly well, better than my NVIDIA Shield. Is as good, if not better, actually. N64, phenomenal. Saturn, while Saturn emulation is there, it's a thing. There's still a lot to be left. There's a lot of good games that I was able to get playing that I put on this image. There are some games, unfortunately, that I couldn't get playing, but I left them on the image in hopes that maybe somebody out there can get them to run once they've put the image on their Pi. So this image is pretty much just dedicated to all of the Sega consoles. I call it the Sega Remembrance image. It has all of the Master System, all of the Genesis, all of the Game Gear, like 60 Sega CD games, almost 200 Sega Saturn games, almost 50 Dreamcast games. If you love the Sega, this is an image for you. I put a lot of time into it. Took me about 6 days. I'm going to play this. We'll kind of go through it. I captured this earlier. Like I said, I'm going to talk for the first 10 minutes, go over some things, and then it'll get into gameplay. So let's check out the new Raspberry Pi 4 image that will be available for free, by the way. I'm going to work on getting this on Arcade Punks, so I have to contact them. I haven't been in touch with them in quite a while, but they're familiar with my images, so I shouldn't have a problem getting it on there. So this will be the boot up, first initial boot up with this image. There is a custom splash screen, which you'll see here. So first initial boot up takes about, I don't know, 50 seconds to a minute. Then that'll take you to the menu here, and you're met with the theme here, which is a Sonic comic book. So yeah, there's 43 Dreamcast games, and there's 20 gigabytes of space available on this card. So if you want to add games to it, you certainly can. There's definitely some room for it. So quite a few games, a lot of the heavy hitters here: Dynamite Cop, Daytona, Choo Choo Rocket. I put a couple sports games on there: Ready to Rumble, of course, Soul Calibur, Sega Rally, Shenmue, of course. You have to have Shenmue, even though you can get it, of course, on Xbox. There's a lot of solid ones on here. The background music is on the system. I didn't go over it on here, but there is a way to turn the background music off if you don't like background music. You just go into the settings and turn it off. So it's got all the Sega Game Gear games. And I just kind of go through this. The doubles that you see are usually, there'll be a European version, Japanese, USA. So when you see stuff like that, it just means the multiple versions are on the disc. Or on the image, rather. Never knew there was that many Sega Game Gear games, by the way. Holy shit. Then, of course, you have other stuff on here. The Game Boy Advanced is going to be on there. I believe that's the entire library. Game Boy Color should have the entire library on there. Sega Master System, the entire library. In this video, I actually didn't play any of the 16-bit, 8-bit stuff because that stuff usually runs fine on here. I don't have to show people how well it runs. For this, the big thing was like, how is a Saturn and Dreamcast emulation going to go? And it did surprisingly well. And that's kind of what I wanted this image to just be focused on, was the stuff that as Sega fans we don't really have access to much anymore. Like when you look at like the Sega Saturn, it's so unbelievably expensive, and not everybody can go out and buy a Saturn or an unlocker. Sometimes emulation is their only route. So this is really for those people that just want to experience like the Sega Saturn games, the Sega CD, the Sega Dreamcast. This may be the best option for them. So this image is really just dedicated to the Sega fan out there. This is all the Genesis games. A lot. All of them. All of the games. So yeah, you can see all the Genesis games are on there for you. And by the way, I did enable run ahead mode already on this. So obviously all the N64 games are on here. So you don't have to go through and enable run ahead mode. It's already enabled. Like I said, the background music's there. They've been scraped, which is the box art and everything that you can see. I have favorites set up, so your favorites are already there. Most recently played. This image is pretty much download and go. I mean, the only thing you could probably do is if you are a bit of a tinker, you can add some games to it, because like I said, I did leave room. Or you can maybe kind of work with some of the Saturn games. But all the BIOSes are loaded, everything's good. We got Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo, PC Engine, the entire library. I was able to throw about almost 40 PlayStation 1 games on here because of the space, and I wanted to focus mostly on Dreamcast and Sega Saturn. I felt like the necessities, like all the heavy hitters for PlayStation, are on here. So there's our Sega Saturn games, 194 games. Again, not all of these I was able to get working. I do have Yaba use enabled on here already. I would say probably, like, just from screwing around with it, all of the 2D stuff will run fine. The 3D stuff is kind of just hit or miss. When it loads it runs fine. I think it's just it's Saturn, right? It was the Saturn. So, but I will go over gameplay footage here, and I'll show you like how well it does play. So there's a lot of Japanese titles on here that weren't available in the US, and they do run pretty well. You could see like Dodonpachi, like Pocket Fighter. I don't think Pocket Fighter ever came to the US. Panzer Dragoon Saga obviously is on here. I put Rayman on here. I don't know. In my opinion, that's the best Rayman version is the one for the Saturn. Resident Evil's on here. The Saturn version of Symphony of the Night is on here. It can be a little finicky. I did get it to run. It runs really well. Sometimes it crashed. Again, Saturn emulation. It's tough, but I feel like, aside from original hardware, this is a good option for a lot of people. So you can see it's a lot of Saturn games. And a lot of these are Japanese English patch games too. So they were only some of the games that were only released in Japan that did get English patches. I did try and get them on here as well. Sega 32X, it's not the greatest console, but you have to put 32X. Almost the whole library is on here. I think there's 35 games on here. So, almost all of them. And it runs great. All the Sega CD stuff. Well, a lot of the Sega CD stuff, I'm sorry. I believe there is. Yeah, so almost 60 games. So 59 games of Sega CD. All the big ones, you know, Lunar, Eternal Blue, Silver Star, The Pitfall, Road Rash. By the way, it's Road Rash. I actually have to go back and play that one. The Terminator, you have to have the Terminator on here. It's one of the best games. Sonic CD, not my favorite Sonic game. I understand people like it. Those people are crazy and wrong, but it's okay to be wrong. Got Wonder Dog. Soul Feast is on there. Obviously, all the Super Nintendo stuff. And the games collection. And the you can see there's 7,400 games total. So guys, I'm going to get into some gameplay footage. At this point, I will let you guys just enjoy the rest of the video. I'll put some hot links in the description so you don't have to see each one. I'll show you about 3 Saturn games and 3 Dreamcast games. Guys, like I said, this image will be available to download on Arcade Punks eventually. Please follow my channel. I will eventually post once it is up on Arcade Punks. I will go ahead and post a link in my community tab. And make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll post a link in there as well so you guys can enjoy this this Sega Remembrance image for the Raspberry Pi 4. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Enjoy the gameplay footage. Do you even emulate, bro? I'll see you on the next video.
Welcome back to the stage of history. Versus Asteroid. Battle 1, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Kilik. You win! Battle 2, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Kilik. You win!
File select. Story select.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
ローデス2曹ただいま到着しました。クレス、助けに来たよ。発進します。前方です。前方です。左方向です。後方です。後方です。左方向です。左方向です。すごい。後方です。左方向です。右方向です。前方です。前方です。右方向です。ターゲットに接近。右方向です。前方です。後方です。左方向です。後方です。前方です。左方向です。左方向です。右方向です。左方向です。
care about the swamp members. Where is the president's daughter? Find her and bring her to me.
Gentlemen, start your engine. Three, two, one, and they're underway.
Select your battle fighter. Okay, the countdown begins. 3, 2, 1, go!